Welcome to the Southeast by Southwest podcast, an exploration of the relationship between Asia and the American Southwest through culture and food. Since the last episode, a whole lot of exciting things have been happening with Asian food in New Mexico. Every time I turn around, it feels like there's a new food creator doing something exciting or innovative, pushing forward the dialogue between Asia and the American Southwest. While, of course, I have the utmost respect for everyone I've ever interviewed on this podcast, this one is by far the most exciting. Probably because it pulls together so much about what excites me: culture, community, music, art, but most of all, food that makes you want to dance. Food that makes you want to stand up and applaud. Food that brings life back into your eyes and makes you want to connect with friends. So I sat down with the 505 Night Market team for a discussion about how it all came together and what their vision is for the project. And to be honest with you, I couldn't be more excited or proud to present this conversation. Rather than me yapping on anymore, I'm going to let them tell it to you in their own words. So, without further ado, here are Rachel Lee, Lorraine Chow, Will Brandenburg, and Jesus Horta Enriquez.
I'm Rachel. I am originally from Oahu, Hawaii. Born and raised there, and I have been a full-time entrepreneur for the last 7 years now. Yeah, 7 years. And so, yeah, I definitely bring that visionary perspective on the table, and just wanting to speak vision and speak ideas and see where this could grow. And especially as someone who has been connected to these wonderful people, I feel just like in leading this project is such a gift. Like, this is such a blessing to be a part of each one of their lives and see how we all can work together. But definitely the business development side and keeping the lights on, a simply way to say of making sure our finances are intact, which, Lorraine mentioned our city partners, and we honestly could not be doing this without them. And it speaks to one of the passion areas that I have in bringing it into this project is for to support the local entrepreneurs and the local economy, the ecosystem of small business owners. And I think it is really beautiful that Lorraine is definitely also a representation of that for our team, because it provides not only that insight but also the empathy and also that realistic touch point of like, we are serving our community.
I'm Lorraine Chow, and I am a business owner. I own a chili sauce company called Green Chili Crisp, and I also work at the Santa Fe Watershed Association as the steward and outreach manager, and also one of the Avengers at this amazing 505 Night Market project we have. My background is in journalism and working in environmental nonprofits and event planning, and also being Asian and has been really, really important for this project, I would say. But I would say like my hats are with partnerships. Like, I've been able to reach out to a lot of like the folks in the city who I'm connected with. I'm also a storyteller with my journalism background, so I do like the website and like a lot of the marketing and like the branding aspect of it. I feel like it's in my hat. I feel also I'm a vendor at the 505 Night Market. Yeah, that aspect has been so cool. Like, I had my booth. It was a dream come true to be able to serve food, which is something that I've always wanted to do, is to be a chef. Like, I said recently in a social media post that like, I love my job, but if I could do it all over again, I'd be a chef. And I got to do it. And I only got to do it because of Santa Fe and like the people that I got to meet here. It's kind of like a crazy way to like make people eat my food, but like a giant night market. But yeah, having that vendor experience has been really, really cool to like let my talent there shine too.
And this is Will. And I really have a background in what I call peopling. Very broad term, but I've been a coach, a teacher of internal arts, of body work. Growing up in Santa Fe, northern New Mexico, there's like a prerequisite table there, and body work and meditation, things like that can be part of that. As you probably know if you've been in Santa Fe for a while. So yeah, I have a deep experience in working with people in general. On top of that, I'm kind of the spreadsheet guy. So I've always got notes or spreadsheets for the meetings and try to keep it organized. And I think I'm the only one that uses them, so it's okay.
We refer to them. It's good.
I look at them.
So thankful you have
Yes.
So it's fun. It's a lot of there's a lot of desk time there, but again the ability to show up, and we said this countless times, and we'll keep repeating it. Like, I just want to be a customer or an attendee to my market. Like, I just want to unplug and show up at this thing that I've created that is so incredibly beautiful and encompassing of an amazing experience in our community that I'm going to do that, And
Hi, I'm Jesus Horta Enriquez. I guess I've been put into like the social media stuff, which is really cool. It's so awesome just traveling to different parts of Santa Fe where I've never been before, or hadn't really taken the time to appreciate in that context or time, and interviewing the vendors and their natural environment. It's so awesome. A lot of the other stuff I would do is if there's any language communication that needs to be taken in Spanish, I'll handle that. I was born and raised in Santa Fe. I lived in Santa Fe for most of my life. I've lived in Becos, which is 30 minutes away from Santa Fe, all of my life. And it's just awesome. I love living here, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
If you guys could identify an origin point of night market, where would you say that where did it start? What was the spark?
I think we have different origin stories.
Okay.
I can start with mine. I think even like way back before even coming here, in Hawaii, about like 10-15 years ago, the night market scene was starting to like blow up and like have everyone just, hey, let's go out on a Saturday night and hang out at a night market. And so then moving to California and being a part of that scene with 626 Night Market, I would drive over an hour and wait in long lines to eat amazing Asian food, same as with OC Night Market. And so then I think, subtly these things, these memories, or even just the flavors or the experience seems to like, stay with us. And so last year, I would say about like September, October, I was invited to have a conversation with the marketing and events director at the rail yard, and he asked me if I wanted to put on a native art market in their space, and I said, thank you, very kind. There's other organizations that do that, I don't do that, but let's entertain this conversation. What about a night market? What about something else? What about something that Santa Fe doesn't have that for me, that like I miss, right? Like I think I was talking earlier, like, oh, I miss this, I miss that. And so I think for me, and the way that how I am wired, or like just am a dreamer, I think I want to like tap into those parts of who I am and the vision that I have and the creativity. And so it began as this like then 3-4 month conversation with the rail yard about the night market and massaging it, like, what is it? And it's this, it's not that, it's food, it's intercultural. Like, hey, yes, I'll have Native American artists, I'll have Native food and Hispanic food and also Asian representation and the mixed culture there. And so definitely wanted to bring in that sense of my own lived experience and memory and home. And then I was also simultaneously talking to a city colleague who I shared from the very beginning. I was like, hey, like, I want to do this. And she's like, you need help. I was like, yeah, I know, I do. And the rail yard, initially, we were gonna, we were talking about doing like a 4 or 5 month run of events. And so even with that, our sweet friend Caroline, so come February of this year, I was sitting with Caroline at this Asian group celebrating Chinese New Year, and she was like, she looked over to me, kind of like how we're sitting here on this table, and she was like, how serious are you about doing this night market? And I said, I don't know how the heck I'm going to pull it off by myself, but it would be amiss if I don't do it. So, as always with anything in my life, business-wise or creative-wise, I think I just always trust myself to just see something through, and the people and the parts come along the way. And thus, then Caroline said, why don't I connect you to someone? Her name's Lorraine, and there's this other, because she's like, there's this other Asian night market thing that's happening. And I was like, what? Without me? Wait, what? And I was like, how did word get out? Okay. And then so I was just a bit confused, but also excited. And so she was like, I'll just connect you. You guys talk. And I was like, fine. And I trust Caroline, and then I met Lorraine, and I'd love for her to share her origin story.
As Rachel alluded, there was a whole other night market attempt happening that she didn't even know about. So I'm part of a monthly Asian potluck group started by Terry No, and several of the community members there just very organically was like, hey, let's plan a night market together. And I was like, yeah, let's do this. Santa Fe needs this. I mean, I'm also involved with food with my green chili crisp, and I work at the kitchen table. And I was like, I know all the connections. Also with my job at the Santa Fe Watershed Association and past event planning experience, I was like, yeah, I can do this. This is going to be so exciting. Santa Fe needs something like this. I love food. I love night markets. I love community. And so I very excitedly asked the city that for some funding. And they were like, yes, I love this so much. Take our money. And so the city was so excited about it. But meanwhile, the original night market idea, it went in a different path. And an amazing event did end up happening in May, but it was a completely different thing for API month. But still, Caroline was just like, hey, do you still want to do this night market thing? Because I know a person named Rachel who's been working quietly for months planning a night market. So it helped set up the meeting. We met in a little bit late after Lunar New Year, and we had coffee at Iconic and just collaborated on our dreams together, and that was just a couple of months ago, which is so wild because several months later we ended up having a night market, but only because I folded in more people, which is how we get to Will.
That's the trigger there, the origin with Lorraine. My sister and I, we run a company called Watermind LLC, and we have been in the hospitality industry for what seems like ever here in Santa Fe. I was born and raised originally all over northern New Mexico, and my sister the same. So we've been here in this beauty that we have in northern New Mexico and in New Mexico in general. And when Lorraine approached us with the idea of needing some support for this vision, it just really sung to our hearts because we love it here. This is our home. And to see the people who are here creating this amazing food, this amazing culture that we've been lucky enough to experience for so long, it only seemed natural for us to help build this and to help support Lorraine and Rachel to really get into the trenches, of the daily, of how you create something like this and bring it to to Santa Fe, to the people here, and really curate the amazing vendors and who we want to spotlight. And that's always going to be an ongoing process because the talent here is insane. So it's an adventure every day. Who pops up on our radar? What do they do? Oh my gosh, these people are amazing. let's bring them in. So yeah, we've had a ton of fun with it. It's really tough work, but it's something that there's so much passion behind. It at the end of the day really is light in that sense, you know, and just to be able to sit at a meal like this with you and experience your amazing culture, your food, like that's all the payout that we would ever need as a team, my sister and I. So we were lucky enough to meet these two, and here we are.
Wow.
I do want to say that Lorraine, so what for me, when I met Lorraine at Iconic and we shared our background, and she said that she's from the 626 area.
Yeah.
That was the solidifying fact for me, and like the peace in my heart to know that, okay, she's the right one for me to like trust and move forward with, because I think with any project that I devote myself to, I'm very careful with who I like not only share it with, but like share the load and share the vision with. Like, are you the right person? And not just for today, but for the future. And I think, yeah, just even that alone was like, wow, okay. Then I'm like, talk about the mystery, right? I was like, I'm willing to follow the mystery, because that alone was like, what?
Yeah.
You know. So you get it. Like she got the vision. I don't need to like teach her or say, it's this or that. Like she got the vision.
Totally.
Wow.
Yeah, and just to explain, the 626 is the area code for the San Gabriel Valley in Los Angeles, which is where I was born and raised.
I see.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
And just to bring the 626 to the 505 via the 808 where
Nice.
That's great.
There's a lot of magic and synchronicity in this story, is what I'm hearing.
Oh, yeah.
And even like personally, what I shared about, I this is a part of my culture and who I am, but I felt kind of lonely in conversation, and I've just been feeling lonely for the culture,
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I opened my Instagram, I'm like, holy cow, this is incredible that this is happening, and to hear now how it has happened, and to also to hear the response of the city is so life-giving, to know that like, oh, there's a real like enthusiasm and support for the vision. I'm curious how it was for you getting into the project.
So, my stories are the same as Will's and Carmen's. I had met Lorraine working at the Santa Fe Watershed Association as their education assistant. So a lot of my job was, towards the end of it, was taking up classes into the upper watershed, which is around 40% of Santa Fe's water supply, above ground water supply. And I just loved doing that, just working with kids, translating for the kids that didn't know English. And one of my main goals in life is to make sure we can keep that culture of inclusivity and make sure it's practiced, and make sure everyone from every corner of Santa Fe is included. And Lorraine had approached me about if I wanted to be a volunteer for the 505 night market team, and I was like, sure, why not? It's summer. It's nice outside from anywhere that's not 11 to 2 in the sun. And so I've just been doing a lot of their sponsorship, outreach stuff. And now I'm a little bit more on the social media stuff, and I'm just loving it. I love the editing process. I also love just doing the interviews of just going up, hearing about someone else.
Yeah. But I also just wanted to add that, like, your connection to to New Mexico. This is your backyard. This is like your culture. This, like, you speaking Spanish has been such an incredible asset for us, because we've been able to reach vendors that, like, as people who don't speak Spanish, like, we don't have that incredible talent that you have, and to be able to nurture that has been really, really awesome.
Yeah, I really appreciate that I was able to like really grow into that role and position. I'm a very proud Santafino and Pecoso, so I live in Pecos, New Mexico. It's awesome, and it's just great, like, meeting other people from all other parts of the state and from out of state too. It's awesome. It's just such an incredible event with an incredible team, and they're just so awesome and supportive. These people are so fun to talk to.
So sweet.
Yeah,
Very sweet.
One of the things you were saying, Rachel, about the it really representing this place, like night market kind of signals something Asian, like, you know, Asian night markets. But then walking in, it was like that whole scene at the soft launch was so Santa Fe. And meeting I can't remember the business name, but the little cake maker from Espanola.
Blossom and Glaze, was it?
Yes, Blossom and Glaze, absolutely. Marlene, and talking to her and her husband Miguel about their story and just their presence there and like everyone, it was such a beautiful little slice of Santa Fe, and I felt like it was really like of us for us. That was the feeling that I got when I walked in there. Cool. You know, like it's not a product to sell to tourists or something. It is a beautiful expression of the heart of the people who are here. You know, and we just walked away feeling like so touched by that spirit that you guys cultivated, and the energy was so live in that event. You know.
Yeah. Thank you for bringing that up. That has definitely been like a conversation that we've had on the background of like going like, okay, is this an Asian event? Is this a Native event? But actually, it's a Santa Fe event. It's a 505 event, and to be able to have like our own very unique spin on it. We're not creating the 66 night market. I don't want to. You're in 505, and to have like a cross section of what makes 505 special, and yes, different. Yeah, I love the weirdness of it.
Beautifully weird.
Gotta be a little weird if you're in Santa Fe.
Yeah, and just the ability to pull all those things together, like oftentimes in New Mexico, you'll encounter these things on their own. You know, you'll find them in a little pocket or something. But to tie them all into one space is powerful. Like that, you know, it has a new kind of power to encounter everyone. And especially me as a podcaster, I was like a wolf in the hen house. I was like, everyone gets an interview.
Yes.
It's like such a thing to encounter.
Yeah,
it's beautiful how you put that. We were talking the other day about, for me, in my wildest dreams, I would never be able to go to one location and have like the 3 distinct meals that are my favorite meals from my town, my city, and like to be able to go and have something from the Ox and experience Lorraine's green chili crisp, the noodles that they're bringing to the market, and then turn around and see Blossom and Glaze there. Like, I feel like I'm gonna walk away from 10 different booths with armloads full of like my favorites. And to not have to cross town or plan the meal, I can go to one place, right? And be like, I'm like a kid in a candy store. You add music and you add smiling faces and the rainbow of culture and color that we have here, and there's no other place I'd rather be.
Totally. There's like something that Carmen said in the New Mexican article about the importance of third spaces. And that's like right from the get-go, we were like, this is a free event, open to the public, bring the kids. We're going to make sure like everybody is well taken care of. Like there's no barrier of entry. Like we just want to make sure it's like free and open. And also, it's a cross-section. Like, you know, I'm not trying to like, you know, badmouth like wine and chili, and it's great. I loved going there, but it was still like $120 a ticket, right? So being able to like go somewhere just like like that you have like so many like different varieties of like food and artists and like the neighborhood out there. Oh, I want that. And Santa Fe wants that, I think.
So much.
And just to add on to that, as an incoming college student, I really appreciate it. It's also awesome seeing such like a diverse age group. I think for a lot of events I've attended, helped out with, or whatever, it's always usually just like the direct neighborhood, some tourists, and then an older demographic. And that's great. You know what? I think everyone should have fun at any stage in life. But it's also nice seeing like that there's like a combination of people who have families, of people who are a little older in life, people of all different demographics in Santa Fe that I usually wouldn't see out in these events. So it's just such a special and like inclusive space, and I don't feel like anyone felt alienated, which is always such an awesome thing.
So much, and not only was it multicultural and like different communities represented, but it was multi-generational. I noticed like people from every part of the age spectrum. There was little kids running around, there was elders, and all of us in between. Like that is really nourishing, I think, because oftentimes those things are more segregated. You know, like young spaces, older spaces, things like that. But like that was a really beautiful element, and props to you guys for thinking about the littles.
Cheers to the team.
Oh my
Sure.
gosh.
Cheers to the team, but
Yes.
also like here's a good place to like just tout our like collaborators too. Megan from Santa Fam, like also as like a Filipina, she was just like, yes, like we need this, but also I have like the expertise with dealing with kids, like let's work together. And I'm like, yes, this has been such a godsend. But similar ways that like, you know, Vital Spaces, we reached out to them. They were like, oh yeah, like this is a great platform for our artists. We reached out to Street Food Institute down in Albuquerque, and they're like, yeah, this is a great place to like put our amazing like budding chefs that have just graduated. So yeah, people are coming to us because it's just like a real way of like promoting like the amazing natural talents in the community around us.
Yeah, and I would add the generational aspect. We really want this to create a place where sparks ignite, and where the elder is sitting next to that 5-year-old, next to that high school student, and can share, can collide their experiences, their wisdom, their questions, you know, as a what they know, and it's just so important. So I can't wait to see what art comes from this, what new dishes come from this, what connections in the community. And it would be, you know, like Christmas to hear, oh, well, I met somebody at the night market, and now we're doing this project in some community in some sector. Let's all come together to answer, you know, the problems and give more what's needed.
So good. Here. Yeah, I'm all for that.
Yeah. I just want to speak to like the Asian part of it too. Yeah, it's difficult as an Asian person in Santa Fe. Like I think our population is like less than 2% or something like that. And there's so many people of Asian background who came up to me and they were like, wow, this is cool, and there was just like an unsaid like connection to faces like mine, and I thought that was really beautiful. But I've always said before, like, we might be 2% of the population, but like the community is so talented. It's vibrant. You know, we've got so many folks who are like chefs and educators and artists and like just really amazing community members, and to be able to like have that be so embraced. Like the headline in the New Mexican piece proudly said Asian influences, and I was like, that's so cool. It spoke to me a lot, and I don't really get to experience that, so to be able to create and foster and grow this is really awesome.
Thank you for speaking to that.
Yeah.
That was definitely like deep in my heart, like my little Asian heart.
That was the most Asian people I've seen all together in one night, to be honest. I was like, wow, we're coming out. Yes, let's go. And we're going to do it again.
So
Super
good.
fun.
So good.
It is multicultural, of course it is, but like the fact that it's like inspired from like an international and inspired by like Asian countries is really cool. It's also because of Santa Fe that we're able to do this. Yeah, to be able to serve people like foods that like my grandfather would feed me. Yeah, like that's so cool. I'm so excited for the 8th because I'm gonna have Manila Boy join at my booth, which is such a dream come true. Our hometown heroes visiting from New York, and he's gonna be slinging some yakitori. It's such a cool flex that kind of like fell from the sky, fell straight from Manila.
So cool.
I know. So just to fold him in and to see that is something like, it's a testament to the size and the impact of this market.
Totally. Yeah. Wow, beautiful. Okay. Anything else before I turn off the recording? Anything else that anyone wants to get in there or say or shout out or anything like that? I know that was a really good conversation, but I just want to make sure.
Yeah, I would say join us at the 8th or on the 8th at the rail yard. Come see us at the booth. Come meet us. Come learn. In person. Connect with us through our eyes, and let's smile together. Let's talk about what we can create together. We want to create. If you have an idea, if you have an artist, if you have your neighbor who cooks an amazing this or that. Like, these are the stories we want to hear, and this is the, exactly what we want to know from the people who attend, and we really do want to continue to make it this really authentic cross-section of Santa Fe, vendors who are coming up from Albuquerque, and we've got a vendor from Taos. Like, the community's here, and we want more of that, so come meet us, come talk, let's hang out, let's have a great time.
Thank you for having us. This was really special.
Special and delicious. Yeah. By the way, listeners, Derek cooked us this amazing spread.
Oh my gosh.
It was so good with the green curries and the just amazing, amazing chicken. And also there's going to be dessert, I hear.
So there you have it, August 8th at the Rail Yard in Santa Fe. Don't miss one of the most exciting food happenings to come to this region in a long time. Whether you know Asian night markets well or this is your first one, I guarantee you won't regret it. And if you're really feeling the vibes, they have after parties set up so you can continue into the night. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. So thanks again for listening, and join me, Derek Rucksaken, next time for another episode of the Southeast by Southwest podcast to hear about the coolest and most delicious things happening in our region. Catch you next time.